Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fin Factor. I'm Paul. Aaron is out in Nashville right now. We are here at Sharks Eye San Jose, where we had some player interviews with Gaudette and Zack Ostapchuk. Really awesome stuff. We got to talk about the Olympics, some of their development, and Star Wars? Stay tuned, episode 277. And we're joined here now with Gaudette, forward for the San Jose Sharks. I'm not going to say center or winger because you are very versatile. You kind of play everywhere. But I'm not going to call you Hockey God. Okay, I know that was a thing. We're not going to go there. I'm not going to embarrass you, but I'm embarrassed myself just a little bit. When something happens that you score a big goal or something like that on our show, I tend to say, "Oh my Gaudette," and I'm just curious. Have you heard that one before?
Yeah, I've heard that a few times.
Yeah. So what he said is, "You're not really original, Paul."
Yeah. No, there's been a lot of play on my name, and it's funny to see, and it's good to have fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Team USA. I'm sure that you were glued to the TV, Braintree, Massachusetts, right? So maybe can you just talk a little bit about kind of the experience of watching Team USA take home gold?
Yeah, it was awesome. I was a big fan of the week, and I know a lot of those guys and grew up with some of them, played with some of them. So and it was a lot of fun to see them play. And what's better than a Canada-U.S. Gold medal game? Obviously Canada has a really good team and some of the best players in the world, and it was a really good win for the U.S. and just proud of those guys and how they represented the country.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, actually.
And the women, too.
Yes, absolutely.
A lot of there's, I think, three or four Huskies on the women's team, so went to school with them, and I was just excited to watch them win as well.
That's awesome, really cool. I was conflicted, I don't know if you were or not, watching USA against Canada. Obviously, I would prefer USA wins, but Canada, of course, Macklin celebrating on that team. You want to root for the young guy.
I love Mac to death, and he's my buddy. But I'm not from Canada. I bleed red, white, and blue. So I was rooting for the U.S. But obviously, it was great to see him have such a great tournament, and I was happy for him and rooting him on definitely. I sent him a text after his first goal, and then you can ask my wife. I was yelling at the TV whenever he scored or was on the ice. So it was, honestly, I was just a big fan of the whole tournament, watching the best on best, and it was a lot of fun.
Nice. You had talked to Brody Brazil earlier, and you had said that you wanted to contribute as an older guy. First and foremost, if your age starts with a 2, you're not an older guy, so I would be considered ancient by those standards. But, what is it that, as an older guy, when you say contribute, I'm assuming you meant more than just on the ice. So what is it that you bring to some of the younger guys, talking about Macklin and whatnot?
Yeah, just some things I picked up along the way. I picked up a lot of small things, whether it's in the face-off dot or the way different types of shots. And I just kind of piled them all together and kind of made me the player I am today. So, whatever I learn, I like to try to pass on to guys as well. And what's great about the young guys here is they listen and they're attentive and they pick up on things as well. And, obviously, Mac's one of the best players in the world, but, there's some things that we'll go over too and just kind of figure stuff out on our own. And, I like working with Ostapchuk a lot. We got close in Ottawa, so it's good to be back together now. And, he's kind of in a similar situation I was when I was younger. And, I'm just trying to give him all the knowledge that I can to help him really become an everyday NHLer, just like I had to do. And there's certain guys who are up higher on the depth chart than others, and I feel like I had to work my way into the league, and so I feel like I can connect with these guys who are trying to break through the AHL, NHL bubble and become everyday players, and just pass it on. Simple things like just things to work on after practice, what questions to ask, and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's awesome you're able to do that with the younger guys. You're also, even in this practice, playing alongside Ryan Reeves and Barclay Goodrow. The nice way of saying it is lots of veteran NHL experience there, right? So what are the things that maybe they're passing on to you that would help you even when you're in their position years down the road?
Yeah, I think, Revo's, 38, 39 now, and he's still out there performing every night. And I think it just goes to show when you take care of yourself and you give everything you have, you have the chance to play in this league a long time. And Same with Goody. These guys take care of themselves every day, and Goody's won before, and it's nice to be around guys like that who have done it all the way through and done the hard stuff and are still going, and they show you just how much you got to love the game to stay in it for this long. And I think everybody's goal is to play until they're in their 40s or whatnot. And these guys show paving the way on how to do it, and just showing up every day and being great team guys, and easy and fun to be around. And when we're on the ice, we're working. We're always, especially us three as a line, we're just kind of getting in there, playing hard, and nothing fancy, just take pucks to the net.
I hear you guys out there all the time. Whenever a puck goes in, I think it's Revo, or maybe it's everybody. Yeah,
yeah, that's Revo started it, but I think especially on our line, scores of practice, we're always the loudest about it. But especially we got to let Askey know too. I like letting Askey know.
Fantastic. On the topic of goal scoring, last season, career high 19 goals in Ottawa. This season, you've got 13 so far. You're actually on pace for 21. Is that something that you've maybe got pinned up somewhere, kind of like a milestone or a goal for yourself to hit a certain amount of points or anything like that?
Yeah, I think it's a good personal goal to have, to try to beat your last year. And I just, again, I'm still trying to prove myself in this league and prove that, I belong here and can be trusted and relied upon in all different situations and different sets of lineups and whatnot. And I think scoring goals is going to help me stay in this league too. And that's probably one of the things I've always done best. And I'm just trying to do whatever I can though to help this team win and get into the playoffs, whether it's face-offs or D-zone or playing different positions, different situations, and just do whatever I can.
Yeah, and on that topic of staying in this league, you have had a lot of experience between NHL teams and AHL teams, and I see that as a good thing. So can you maybe talk a little bit about the benefit of playing in the AHL, the development that happens there, and kind of the the idea of what it takes to come up and stay up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little unorthodox for me. I think my AHL development came a little later in my career than probably most guys would prefer, and so I had to kind of learn the hard way to go back down there and, just work on the small details of my games, just little things without the puck and that you see these top players do every day. And just, I think being down there too allowed me to get my scoring touch back and confidence with the puck. And, I spent 2 years in the AHL, and it really kind of rounded out my game and, put everything in perspective too. And, my mindset was just if I work hard and do the right things, that I'll get another opportunity up top. And, once that opportunity comes, there's no choice other than to just take advantage of it and trust myself in what I've been preparing for. And, it worked, but it's not over yet. Just got to keep going.
It's been an absolute joy watching you so far. Away from hockey now, I found out that you are a huge Star Wars fan. I'm not going to ask you to lift it up, but you do have, is it a full sleeve, I guess?
Yeah, there's still some space to.
You got some room.
Yeah. Just ever since the kids, I haven't had a chance to, but I got a full sleeve going on, and I'm thinking about maybe adding it onto the shoulder and the chest.
So what's the next one if you were gonna?
The next two I want to get, definitely I want to get Darth Maul. I think I got to get him on there, and I think Chewbacca would look really cool too with the black and white and with his hair. So those are my next two. I just got to find the right spots for him.
That's awesome. And you said your son's name is Kylo?
Yes.
Is there? I mean,
Kylo.
Why?
A little bit. We didn't name him. Because of that, we had trouble picking a name for the second one, and my wife liked Kai, and I was like, why don't we just name him Kylo? She just given birth, and she gave in after that, and I was like, all right, I'm writing it down on the paper before you change your mind. But
fantastic.
Yeah.
Because you're such a Star Wars fan, I'm gonna go off screen just a second here. I had some of these, and I thought no one better to give this to. And we have it. We have some B-roll of it anyway, so don't worry about it. That's for you.
Awesome.
I put 2 card sleeves on it.
Thank you.
I figured. I know you have a tattoo of Mandalorian.
I do. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have
and
that one on your shoulder,
too.
Right? And then I don't know if you had Millennium Falcon anywhere.
I do.
Yes, there you go.
Do.
Okay, so we did them all. We got them all.
That's awesome.
So that's from us to you. I figured
cool.
you would.
Thank you.
Really
I got my computer room, gaming room at home. I got Legos. I got the pops. I got pictures and stuff, and I got lightsabers. not done yet. So I gotta add some more, and I got some Legos and boxes to do. So this is gonna go right on the wall.
This
there.
is my guy right here. I'm a Lego guy. I'm a Star Wars guy. I'm a Marvel guy. Yeah, absolutely. So, in any case, thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate it. I know you guys are out there practicing. The last thing you want to do is come and necessarily chat about it. But
great.
Thank you so much for your time.
Of course. Thank you.
It. And we're back here with Zack Ostapchuk. Am I saying the name right? Is that?
That's pretty good. Yeah, Ostapchuk.
Ostapchuk.
Yeah,
okay, very good. I know there was kind of some contention, and I know you had said, I think it was Brody, in your younger days, the parent in the box would be giving the name out wrong.
Yeah, I've heard it all. I've heard some crazy variations of it, but yeah, that's pretty good.
You were born in St. Albert, which is right outside of Edmonton. I'm sure you were glued to the TV watching Team Canada. Just kind of your reaction, I guess, to how that played out.
Yeah, 100%. I guess a little heartbreak how it ended, but obviously, yeah, I watched every game. Got up at 5 a.m. to watch that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't gonna miss that. Still remember the 2010 game, and I think that was the first time I really understood what the Olympics meant. Was that 2010 game. Yeah, so hopefully, I was hoping we'd get it done, but proud of Mac, how he played, proud of the team. They played their hearts out for the country, so it was fun to watch.
Yeah, led the Olympics in goals. How crazy is that for a young guy like that?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, not bad for anybody, let alone 19 years old. Your original scouting report, I looked on this at it was Elite Prospects, had said that with development, your skating could be NHL average. Fast forward to today, and you have Ryan Reeves talking about you're the fastest man in the world. So was that something that you worked on during that time?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something I've always kind of had. I mean, I feel like I've always kind of been a faster player. That's been my strength. I mean, that's part of the big reason why I'm here. Yeah, I think it is something obviously I take a lot of pride in. I work on it a lot in the off season and throughout the year. Yeah, I think when you're as big as I am, if you can skate like that, I think it's pretty valuable.
I was gonna bring the step stool today just so I could be a little more eye to eye with you. I'm 5'7". Would you 6'4"?
Yeah, just under. They never give me 6'4".
So just like calling Graf last season, this season, start off in the AHL, get called up, you never look back, right? So what is it that, first of all, maybe you could talk a little bit about the AHL and what it does for your development to prepare you for this step.
Yeah, I mean, obviously coming into this year, I wanted to make the team at a camp. It's just not how it happened. Obviously, I think the AHL is huge for younger guys to adapt to the pro game. Like I think my first full pro year, I was in the minors, and I think it worked wonders for me. I think learn how to play with men. You get some confidence down there and figure out what works and what doesn't. Yeah, so I think the AHL is huge. I mean, even my start in the Barracuda, I thought it was good. We had a really good team, so. Yeah.
And I think you had said you wanted to set yourself up for next year when you first came over here last year, at the very end of last year, telling Brody that. Do you feel like you've set yourself up now?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think when I first got here, obviously it's my first time being traded. I don't think I was great last year. That's something I worked out hard on in the summer to try and earn some trust here in the organization. And I think it's starting to come. I want to set myself up for next year, and I want to be a part of the special things that are happening here.
Absolutely. So you've got your own set of goals, but has there been a certain messaging coming from GMs, coaches?
Yeah, I think obviously they work with me a lot. Our skills guys work with me a lot, hanging on to pucks. If I can use my size down low and bring pucks to the net, I think that'll be valuable for this team. So yeah, they give me little pointers here and there. Staff's been really good to me. So
nice. Speaking of being really good to you, I saw you out there chatting with Kiefer Sherwood just a little bit in between drills there. One of the themes here that I just got done talking with Adam Gaudette was a lot of mentoring that's going on. Obviously only 22 years of age here. What types of things do you get from these more veteran guys that are already here and playing in the NHL?
Yeah, I think our older guys here, they're very approachable and they teach us a lot. I can go talk to any veteran out there, and obviously like on my line that I usually play with Goody and Revo, they help me out a lot with that role that we play. Those guys have been great to me. Like talking to Woody today, we were doing like net front tips and stuff and just watching how he does it. And, guys are always pulling me aside to work on face-offs and do stuff like that. So it's huge when you got some mentorship.
Do you get equal amounts of knowledge from the coaching staff, like being out there and working on certain skills, as you do from the players, the veteran players?
Yeah, I think it's different. I mean, the coaches, it's more just like advice. It's more like, I don't know, the X's and O's, I guess.
Details.
But I think I just like to watch our veterans, like I think when you're learning from vets, it's more just watching them and trying to take little things from their game and implement it into mine.
An interesting thing here is the Sharks with you in the lineup, 18-11-3. Without you in the lineup, only 9-13-1. So first of all, take that into your contract. Okay, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, can you talk a little bit? You kind of already did, but can you talk a little bit about the importance of depth on the team?
Yeah, I think you see it with every team that can win the Stanley Cup and go far in the playoffs. I mean, they got 4 lines that can play. They got 60 that can play, and even guys that are out of the lineup can step in and play a role. And we have that. I think we got really good depth here. And obviously, it's really important, that next man up mentality. So, yeah, whether it's injuries or whatever happens, we got guys that can step in and play different roles. So I think, we're in a good spot with depth.
Awesome. Zach, again, thank you so much for giving us your time today. I know you guys just came off of the practice surface and everything, so probably don't want to have to come and do interviews, but appreciate your time, and thanks for being here. Good luck for the rest of the season as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. So guys, hope you really enjoyed those interviews. It's great to have Sharks hockey back. Please make sure you come out to Sharks Eye San Jose and watch them doing the practices. A whole lot of fun seeing them do their things. But in any case, that's it for episode 277. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys probably next week. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this episode, check out our other content, especially interviews. You can interact with us directly through social media at The Fin Factor and on Instagram at Fin Factor. And don't forget to join our live streams on YouTube.
Visit our website at thefinfactor.com, where you'll find all of our episodes as videos or podcasts. You'll also find our exclusive merchandise to help support our show.